development and the takeover of martial arts in China has a long story. Many history based on the Qing dynasty persecution of Muslims. There are many people adopt many Wushu styles such as Bajikuan, Wigu Suang, Huikuan. This martial art is called Hui because it was started by Hui community in China. But now it is known as Wushu. The main district is known as the center of Muslim Wushu, like County Chang in Province Hebei. This martial art is very different from Turkey style practice in Xinjiang.
History. The master of Kung Fu was known as a Chinese researcher, Master Muhammad Kamus, in his article entitled 1000 Years Martial Arts, shows that the Muslims in China since last century have a great talent in Wushu and Kung Fu. They are also good in the development of stance and from the philosophy adopted. In 651 AD, in Dynasty Tang, Khalid Uthman bin Affan 644 until 656 AD, sending troops led by Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas 675 AD from Medina in a peace mission to spread Islam to China. Their journey from Medina to China through the Indian Ocean and landed at the Guangzhou port.
That relation with China is well intertwined through Silk Road. Muslim immigrants get a special position and allowed to have government and choose study, who in other words is a court judge. Sa'ad bin Abu Waqqas developed the Huaishan Mosque in Guangzhou, which is now famous because this mosque is the oldest mosque in China. In 755 Anno Domini, commander of the army An-Lushan led a rebellion against Kaisar Sultan, so Muslim as for backup for Habasha Abu Ja'far al-Mansur. So Islam sent 4,000 troops and be able to stop the tribal rebellion. After that, Kaisar Sultan gave Muslim a specimen and can marry a local Arab Chinese and descend now as Hui.
In 1279 to 1368 after dynasty, in the Mongol Yuan dynasty founded by Kublai Khan, ethnic Hui got the nickname Dashman, which means educated person, because the majority of Muslims are experts in the field in astronomy, business, doctorate, astrology and architecture, pharmacies and others. Ethnic Hui developed Kung Fu, which is Wushu, and incorporate spiritual aspect and take physiology in Islam into Wushu. Philosophy in Wushu or Kung Fu inspired from hadith by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which reads, strong people are not the one who can defeat the opponent in fight, but who can control himself when angry. Hadith riwayat Bukhari. So internal war again lasts. This is highlighted by the Kung Fu master as internal energy. This method is known as Qigong. It is believed the highest position of Kung Fu is achieved when human can lose their emotion at last, because Kung Fu for self-defense instead of beating the opponent Islam also teaches humans to control bestiality by breathing and remembering God. Wushu is growing when Dynasty Ming from 1368 until 1644 Masehi, founded by Zhu Yuanzhang from 1328 until 1398 Masehi, is a Muslim. Among the war generals who are also Muslim are Zhang Yuchun, Hui Dahai, Mu Ying, Lan Yu, Feng Shen, and lastly is Ding Deji. They are master of Wushu, and currently this martial art is called Wushu. General Zhang Yuchun developed the Kai Ping Qianfa or spear technique, which is still used in Kung Fu. General Qi Ji Guang recorded in Ji Zhao Wing Shu, three well-known martial art colleagues made by firstly Zhu Yuanzhang, Ma Muhammad family, and lastly is Shah Salam family.
Currently also create the technique Hui Hui Shibazo, which is 618 Hui head stun that were once considered the best combat stun. Grandmaster Ma Jiang 1931 until now is one of the four living master Wushu who came from the Ma family. One of the Muslim Kung Fu master legend was the Grandmaster Wang Ziping 1881 until 1973, known as the Lion Kung Fu. As we know, the legacy of martial art against Muslims still lingers in the heart of every Chinese until this day, and even martial arts have agreed in a Wushu way of known as Hui Wushu.